Hello, my lovelies, and happy March and Pisces season. Just a quick few announcements. I have a new service launching this month. Signups are available now on my website. It's called Siren Gang. As you can see, you get mid-month readings. You get a weekly energy report starting this Sunday, this first Sunday in March, as well as a discount on all my services all the time. Link is in the description box if you're interested in that, and you can check it out. Also, the first 3 people to sign up for this service will get one of these 3 charms mailed to them from Gray Baby Gallery. Also, I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram with Gray Baby Gallery, where if you tag a friend and you follow me and you follow her on Instagram, you will be put in a raffle to win one of the charms you see here. That post is going to go up on March 1st and will get cut off on the midnight, March 4th. So @_spiritual siren to get in on that, and you might want to turn on your notifications so you don't miss it. Also, for my NYC tri-state area fam, I know a lot of you voted for a weekend in June, but because of Father's Day and all this other stuff, it just wasn't going to happen. So I am coming to you on Sunday, May 27th, which is Memorial Day weekend. I have the venue all booked, and I will definitely be there. I also will be taking private readings on that Saturday and Monday, that Memorial Day. If you want to be the first one to know when those time slots and tickets drop, go to the link below and go to my website and sign up for that email so that you're the first to be notified. All that stuff will be dropping on the spring equinox on March 20th. And lastly, all my California stuff is on sale. Okay, so again, link in the description. I love you all. Let's get into the readings. Alright, Sagittarius. First, I'm getting like a nauseous feeling. Like someone is making you sick to your stomach or something is making you sick to your stomach. Potentially both. So if certain foods lately have not been sitting well with you, you know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you what kind of food because that's going to be personal to everybody. But definitely pay attention to that because a lot of times we're clearing our solar plexus chakra and we have digestion issues. Also, there's just this purging that's happening. And it really is like, it's giving me that like acidic feeling in my body. Like something that is really toxic to you, something that is literally like poisonous to you that you put in your body or you accept in your energy field. This month, you're really going to have no choice but to face it. Mars is in your sign till the middle of sometime in March it leaves. It's been there for a while, and I thought it was so appropriate that today I was getting my that Mars transit was triggering the hell out of me. So I was like, oh, how perfect. I have to do Sagittarius' video. But you guys don't even want to spit out cards. You can see I'm like, I've been shuffling, so I guess I don't have any other beginning messages for you. But let's get into your spread. All right, Sagittarius. So definitely, you know, there's an interesting vibe going on here. Overall, I feel that the energy flowing to you this Pisces season, which is squaring you, is really about working on yourself, ultimately. It can be about work as well, but also working on yourself because there's more water energy here than I usually see, and I just got the chills. My whole body just lit up. So this could be, because we have the Queen of Cups here and the High Priestess, this could be not only about following your intuition, but be about taking the advice of an intuitive woman, whether you're a man or a woman. We also have the Queen of Swords here as well. So there's this huge focus on trusting the feminine as an energy, okay? And there is a focus on knowing what heals you and knowing what harms you. Because, you know, Temperance your card here, which is being asked to be released this month, yes, it is about balance and moderation, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily have always mastered that. I feel like you're constantly coming into a state of understanding how to be moderate, right? Because you're constantly learning, right? You're ruled by Jupiter. You're constantly intaking more and taking more and taking more. And then you have to figure out how to output that information or whatever. So anytime you get into too much of an awakening, or you have to learn a new modality or method or come into a new lifestyle choice that really suits the information that you've come into. Now, ultimately, you need to focus yourself, right? Focus yourself on how your feelings, I know, a scary word, how your feelings merge with the physical realm and how there's really nothing left you can do to ignore that. Okay, so you might as well work with it. That's really the message that is coming through here more than anything. You have to take those intuitive initiatives. You have to take those intuitive senses that you're getting. You have to bring that information and that energy forward, because if you don't, you're just going to continue to put yourself in this space where you're just like fighting an uphill battle. Okay? What you're being asked to release this month is Temperance with the Queen of Cups. And on the Queen of Cups, we have trust. So overall, I just feel like in general, this is you struggling to trust your own intuition and you struggling to even trust what you feel. Okay? For some of you, this could be trusting a water sign woman or just trusting a woman's intuition. Again, whether you're a man or a woman, it could be like, well, that's not real. That's not something I can find in a book. That's not something that I believe in. You know, I've never believed in that before. So how can I trust it now? Look at that beam of light that's coming down. I guess it's coming down this way. What card? I think it's on the Nine of Pentacles. So that just shows you how important having high self-esteem and self-value is. And I believe this month too, you're learning that, again, intuition is only as valuable as what you do with it, right? If we can't make something of what we feel, if we can't go forward and then make our decisions on it, like there's just definitely a merging, the similar energy to what Libra had, in the sense that when you merge the non-physical with the physical, when you meet that plane, that's when the magic happens. So it's time to come out of your feelings completely. Like, well, not completely, but it's time to come out of just feeling and sensing things, or just, you know, trying to escape as well. For some of you, that may be the case. You've been trying to just escape like the things that are overwhelming you because you're just not really trying to deal with it. And it's time to really, again, I want to say, put your nose to the grindstone, and not in a way that you have before. It's going to be in a way where, again, you're using that intuitive fuel, because everything this month is about focus and about diligence and about what you can do to build not only your best self, but like your ideal life. Okay? What door is not open for you that was once closed? We have the Magician with the Nine of Wands. On the Nine of Wands, we have the rune Female. So again, some of you may be having a difficult time trusting a woman, or trusting your feminine energy, which is your ability to receive. And if we don't know how to receive, and we don't know how to step into the receptive mode and trust what comes in the receptive mode, then we can never heed our intuition, and we're always going to be going externally to validate our feelings or validate our choices, okay? So this is really about creating a really strong relationship with your inner self and your higher self, okay, your own femininity. For the men that are watching this, this could be about you just not trusting women, and that's why you've always been a player. Whatever happened to you as a child or whatever, where you were just afraid of, again, feminine energy or the actual power of a woman, women in general, that is really what is coming up for you. Okay, so because the Nine of Wands is all about being on guard. And the more you are weary of, again, your own feminine energy, of course you're going to draw in women in your life, again, whether you're a man or a woman, that make you question how powerful the divine feminine is. And that directly correlates with your inability to truly feel like you can tap into that power, magician, and you can manifest whatever it is that you want. Because again, the magician always reminds us that as above, so below. So what you feel absolutely is going to manifest in some capacity. So why not believe in the unseen? Why not heed your own intuition? Okay, because if you really want to feel like you're in control, if you really want to feel empowered, Sagittarius, you need to be able to trust that which does not come from the outside, that which can't be found in books, okay? You need to bring it all back home to yourself. And this is going to take work. It's something that you're not used to doing, okay? It is a learning curve. Your current energy this month, in your head, we have the Nine of Pentacles. In your heart, the King of Wands with the rune healing. And in your foundation, we have the Two of Wands. So with the Two of Wands in your foundation, this is really all about seeing the world in a new light, okay? And I also really feel this is, again, about understanding that with the wand behind him, the ace behind him, that you can't always be masculine energy driven. Only so much can happen from external consistent action, okay? And when you're willing to get a panoramic perspective on life, that only is going to continue to empower you, okay? And with the King of Wands in your heart and healing, you're healing your relationship with your own King of Wands, with yourself, okay? Because again, to not trust others is to not trust oneself. The ultimate deception is self-deception. So again, if you have a hard time trusting women or trusting feminine energy or trusting the divine feminine, right? The feminine aspect of God or source or whatever, which is again, inspiration, creativity, you know, the gut feeling, you're going to have a hard time trusting your heart. So if you want to be able to act from your heart space, you have to heal that relationship with yourself. Okay, and that's what I see you definitely working on, because this is about you coming into your highest expression of self, because it's almost like you've been running, and I know Saturn did a number on you, but he's gone now. So with the Nine of Pentacles in your heart space, a lot of you, or excuse me, in your head space, a lot of you may be thinking about how you can up your own value, or what your values are, or what you're going to do with this cushy life that you've built for yourself, right? Because for some of you, it may be like, what good is money if I can't do anything with it? Or if I'm not helping people, or if I'm not happy. You know, some of you may be realizing that like the freedom and all the financial, like, you know, freedom in itself may not be as exciting as you want. Or you may be thinking about, a lot of this seems to be about how can you continue to be autonomous, even though I don't think you weren't autonomous to begin with. You guys like literally are the sign of freedom besides Leo. Know that we have to have a high level of sense of self to really put forward the work, right? But your emotional self is just as important, okay? Yeah, we have the Three of Cups here. So in the Magician, yep. So your friends and who you celebrate and what you find to be worth celebrating has a lot to do with how you're going to feel about yourself as well. Okay? I think that you're more sensitive than you even let on, and you're learning how to channel all that fire and creativity, because at some point it was cut off. Because you thought you had like learned it all. I feel like in some ways you thought, well, I have it all. I figured it out. I'm a master. I did it, you know, whatever. And you may have done it on an intellectual level, but you're just now coming into a new understanding on an emotional level. Spirit's advice for you this month is the Four of Pentacles, clarified by both the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles with the Rune Journey. And like I've been saying, the Four of Pentacles, if you want to feel financially secure, if you want to feel like nobody can take, you know, anything from you, if you want to feel like, you know, you got it all under control on your own, then you need to be willing to go on your own personal emotional journey, emotional journey, as well as an intuitive journey. You need to understand and respect your own magic, okay? Because the balance, in order to have true financial stability or stability in the physical realm, you have to be able to balance both. You can't avoid going on a spiritual journey, okay? You can't avoid the unknown. You can't avoid areas unexplored. And just because you haven't personally explored an area like that's already been explored on an intellectual or collegiate or whatever level, doesn't mean that there isn't more to discover. Like, this is about beyond books, okay? This is the dream realm. This is something that isn't always fun. You know, this is a journey into the divine feminine. If you want to feel like your physical reality is rock solid, then you need to start putting down roots into what you cannot see. Okay? Because you have the infinity symbol twice here. So the balance that you seek is not through going all the way into your feelings and kind of getting lost, not knowing what to do with it, and then coming all the way back and saying, fuck it, I don't want to do any of that. You know, I'm just going to go, 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 go. It's a balance. Okay? So it's time, again, with the black and white pillars here to really meet at that horizon point. Okay? Because your emotions will continue to affect your outside world. You know, what you feel at a gut level will continue to manifest in some way. So you might as well pay attention to it. The final outcome coming into April is the Page of Cups with both the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And on the Page of Cups, we have the rune Success. So again, the true success, and you're realizing this by the end of the month, the true success that you're looking for is from an inspired place. You have to know how you feel going forward with everything. All these moves that you want to make, all the money that you're trying to make, all the success that you want to achieve comes from a creative well that can only be reached and dipped into if you know how you feel. And if you're willing to sit back into receptive mode without drinking or without smoking or without any outside stimulation and just accept it, okay? Because this is saying that you've struggled and you're going to gain that clarity that shows you not only exactly what you need to know, but how you're going to live your life going forward. For me, the Queen of Swords is very, very future focused, okay? So you're getting a glimpse into a whole new pathway for yourself. I almost said Aquarius. So maybe an Aquarius is involved in this, a passion project or something that is going to make you self-employed. Okay? But let me get you an affirmation. Just hang tight, Sagittarius. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I am a clear thinker and I express myself with ease. The key to creativity is knowing that my thinking creates my experience. I use this key in every area of my life. Yes. So you don't know it all. None of us do. And when we're willing to step into that receptive place of like, there's always more for me to learn, I'm ready to accept more, suddenly the inspiration flows, okay? And don't be mad if you are still kind of working out the kinks as to how you get into that place, because it will happen, all right? Sagittarius, I hope that was helpful. It is my pleasure, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.